Advanced Esports Arena. You are watching our coverage of ECAC in Overwatch 2. For ECAC, it's a Swiss-style bracket. Boise State, Bay State, Fisher State, SCAD, and Minnesota are the big names to be looking out for. And looking to take each other down in game. Let's wish them the best of luck overall in the entire series. But today, I'm your host, Artie Rain. Joining me on desk is Brenner Ladd. All right, so there's been some nerfs.
Well, a welcome change is what I would say.
I don't think any Genji main is welcoming their the amount of bullets they get to fire, bullets being used lightly here, being decreased. Personally, I'm happy for it as I'm not a Genji player. I'm the support that's always like, there's a Genji on me, there's a Genji on me, please help me.
Everyone else but those mains enjoy it.
I'm curious to, I'll ask this later. I genuinely want to know the opinion from our Boise State DPS players, how they feel about those changes, whether or not they're truly necessary, even though Blizzard did literally come out when the season dropped saying we're not planning on making any adjustments, and then they made changes.
Oh, look at an adjustment.
And there's probably more changes coming.
I mean, they're a small indie company, so the game is subject to change without question, and Genji was in a very strong state. Probably the strongest he's been since, like, day one of Overwatch 1, because he has not been in the meta in a long time. And so he at least was able to come back and have his moment in the sun for a little bit, but he was knocked back down.
Yes, and so let's see if we see any Genjis in this game between Boise State and Trine University. Best of luck to both squads, but of course we can be a little bit biased here on desk, and we're opening up on Busan downtown. I'm very interested to see if we have any creativity coming out, or we're going to stick with the standard Zarya rollouts on both teams.
Probably.
I want to see ball.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Sombra.
Of course.
Sombra's easy go-to. Maybe a DPS Moira, because there's no other way to play her. And I'd like to see a Brig. Brig is always fun on this map.
We're
but
probably not going to see her.
I know. It's just sad.
She can't stun. She can't break the game anymore. You don't get to turn off your monitor and just swing.
I miss the days of Brig. Ooh, the Bastion, though, coming back.
Frost, upon Bastion being unlocked, is now happily playing
Also
Bastion
killing the Junker Queen, a tank that was arguably the weakest tank.
She also did just recently get nerfed again. The time between her yell has been increased, so that cooldown's longer. Frost and Kel both picking up one apiece. Volcom's gonna go down. Slosh is gonna go down. Kel picking up 2. Frost
Make that
another.
3.
Kel another. And with that, Boise State's gonna win the point.
I will say that was a very clean sleep that was just right from Cannon Head onto clear of the Sojourn. So that was actually lovely to watch. But right now, Thrine's just having to regroup. And Kel, even with the nerfs onto Junker Queen, still managing to pull out a triple of that fight was fantastic. So now the swap over to the D for Thrine's main tank, forcing Boise State to go a little bit further back to point as the rotations are made. But it seems they want to apply this pressure here as Clear gets in a great pick onto the Ana.
And Frost now going into tank formation. D-Max the Diva. Genji deflex is alive by just a sliver of health. Pilot Diva trying to bunny blaster her way back to mech. Needs to just give up the ghost and go back to spawn. Slosh goes down. I believe they just yeeted themselves off the map. And Lucio goes down as well. Want to give a quick pointer to the fact that we have Maxall and Plato on DPS typically, well, on support, typically they are a DPS clear. Someone who flexes around a bit is going to be playing DPS, and then Frost, who actually is a support main, playing what they do best though here for the Broncos, playing that Bastie on the DPS role.
Yeah, and they've been succeeding on this so far on roles that they are definitely not the most comfortable on. And Slosh still sticking to this Genji has definitely been hurting his team, even with his Vulcans on this Junkrat.
Oh my gosh, that was disgusting.
And just clearing them up again and again.
Absolutely devastating. And with that, that was a window and rail. Broncos win another fight. They're going to have beat aerial strike. I'm not quite sure what to call Bastion's ultimate in short form.
Mortar fire?
Mortar?
Artillery strike, something along those lines?
We want something short though, but we got B, we got Bastie ult, and we've got Junker Queen ult coming up. Clear's gonna go down to Slosh, but it looks like the Broncos are preparing to get a little bit sneaky on coastline.
Ooh.
There's beat, there's Junker ult into Genji Blade. Plato goes down, Frost goes down. Slosh and Vulcan found one apiece. Kel, though, equalizing things out, looking to take the Diva out of mech, and despite the lack of manpower, Broncos are probably going to win this fight out. They just need to take down Pilot Diva, and they do.
Yeah, that's the benefit of the Junker Queen up against the Diva is the simple out DPS, and she had really good engage with that ultimate into both DPS. The Tire only picked up 1 off that value, and the Blade only picked up 1. It was just 2 for 2 in that fight, but Boise State having the stronger tank in that battle, which is weird to say after how strong Diva's been, that Junker Queen was able to overtake her in that engagement. So the nerfs have definitely played a factor in this matchup.
I hope no one saw what I said, or heard what I said just now. But I will admit, also, I'll slightly reiterate it, I think Kel is the stronger take in the matchup in general.
I would agree.
It's not the hero that Kel is on, it is Kel.
It's the player.
Exactly.
It's the man behind the mask. So going into this next match, we did see the Wrecking Ball, which is what you wanted to see. With Kel on it, not our own Matt Merck, who is not here today, but we also have Clear on the Widow, which I dread seeing any Widow in any match because it is utterly terrifying.
I love it. We also have Plato coming in on the new support here of Kiriko. She became open for us to play in competitive spaces.
Another DPS support.
Yes, but that's the whole point. The new kits of the supports are meant to be these hybridized styles of doing damage and doing supports while doing healing. They're not. The support does not mean you just heal. It means you bring utility to support your team, and that's what Kiriko does. Unfortunately, Clear Slosh read them like a book and came right in, took Clear down, giving them just a quick smack in the face. Vulcan's gonna go down. Slosh is gonna find Plato. Slosh goes down to Frost, and Frost now in that tank formation, looking to just mow down this Sigma.
Yeah, Kel's playing this Wrecking Ball to a T, just consistently being a nuisance, forcing Trine's target to be all over the place. Moira's just gonna have to jump off the edge for a reset for their team, but now they won't have main heals trying to push out here, so this is going to allow Boise State to farm up a ton of free ult charge with Kel already having the mines online.
We almost have window as well for Maxall coming in on that Baptiste Slosh, close to Pulse Bomb. Poison Dad has their beat 60%, as does Moira. Ooh. That's a bad sign. Typically, both your supports should not be that equal. Is gaining their ults this slowly?
Mine's able to pick up 1 at least. Frost and Kel clean up the remaining 2.
Oh, Lucio.
Trine being super staggered right now.
I'm sorry.
Poison Dad might be able to escape. Nope.
He did get the point, but this is where it comes to the Broncos standard of win the fight, then win the point. You locked it down. You got 13%, nicely done. But now you are 10 seconds staggered from your team. So that 13% is now down to 3% difference.
Yeah, Trine going into this next fight, already losing main heals and Slosh. I was hoping to see the Pulse Bomb there, but instead was just getting taken down by Plato so quickly. Yeah, these hybrid healers just causing way too much DPS that Trine hasn't been able to have an answer. This Sigma is not providing the cover for his team that they need.
It's like Overwatch saw how much people love Zenyatta just being a damage dealing support, and we're like, we need to make more Zenyatta-like supports and give them more mobility. But we can't give Zen mobility, it just won't make sense, so we're going to give him a kick.
And just up all of his damage numbers.
Yes!
Just what he needs. So Boise State has 4 of their ultimates, using 3 of them very early on. And clean headshots coming out from Clear, along with the rest of the squad, is going to allow them to take map number 1. They're just going to have to deny this Lucio, who's even going to solo beat to stay alive and just stall for as long as he can for his team. But it's going to be up to Slosh to try to get there in time.
And we did also have Frost drop that aerial strike down, Coalescence and Pulse both being used. Plato's going to find 2, Vulcan's going to find 1. Moira's going to go down, no one's going to touch the point for Trine University, and that is 2 back-to-back maps, Sanctuary and Downtown for the Broncos locked up on Busan, and they went out game number 1.
Clean and quick. Frost surprisingly on that Soldier just right there at the tail end, but well-deserved play going over to Plato. I mean, the damage that Kiriko can output on top of the healing is reminding me of day 1 break. So, fun times.
I am digging the hybridized supports. I think it gives a little bit more respect to them, but in the words of one of our very own, coming from Chosen, if you are a high diamond DPS player, swap over to support, odds are you'll get to mid to high masters very quickly, just because of the skill transfer. And then, I don't know, for some reason, the skill cap for supports is lower than DPS, so no offense to DPS or support
Which is kind of wild, because I've encountered probably more support players than anybody else in the game and just like naturally meeting people in the esports area. So it's interesting. It's definitely a surprise you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, so it's no surprise also that one of our DPS players who's playing on their secondary role of support is able to get play of the game and just get constant headshots. So nicely done at Plato. Next map is going to be Escort, and it is going to be up to Trine University which map they end up on. That gives them the option of Dorado. Nope, sorry, it is hybrids. So that means it's the Blizzard World's currently out of rotation because Blizzard's working on it. It does make me very sad. It is a personal favorite of mine as well. They can have Numbani. They could go with King's Row. Eichenwald is also an option, and then Paradiso.
The new map, yeah.
I'm gonna pronounce
one of those.
So they might pull out that map just because of
with how much of a staple King's Row is.
I mean, like, is there really any other map?
It's Blizzard World, but that's
it's not in rotation.
I know, that's
They're
killing
adding
us.
stuff to it right now. Side note for anyone that is not aware, you can still load the other maps into a just custom and check them out. They're currently adding stuff to them for PvE play, for the story modes, and Rialto has grown astronomically. It is beautiful. Go check it out. But we are going to be on Eichenwald.
To touch on the point, if they're adding stuff to Blizzard World, what Easter eggs are they going to add from other Blizzard games that I'm so curious about?
They've just expanded like the areas you can access right now. They've added collision to like all of those buildings that you could see off in the distance previously.
Gotcha.
They're actually like accessible now. They've added gates to demonstrate where they're going to be like stuff.
So when can we ride the rides? Huh?
That's a good question. I mean, you can ride the Eagle one that's on the high right area when you walk out a choke on point 1.
A whole one. So hopefully now we can maybe see 2.
If you're not Reinhardt, you can ride it.
There you go. So, but Eichenwald, a welcome change up of the hybrid map choice. And this, is that an attack Symmetra?
They are going for the Symmetra May wall over the right side. The Broncos need to be careful here. It looks like they might have goofed it up already. Nope, they are going for it right now. Hopefully we can get
pharmacy
observer.
either.
They messed it up. Oh no.
Yikes.
Okay, that takes so much time to set up, and to whiff it like that is really unfortunate. And the Broncos probably did see it because we did see Teleporter got destroyed as well. So
swapping over to the Bastion, but they need to swap off the Symmetra. It's been scouted out. What else are they trying to accomplish with it?
Possibly a sneaky TP.
But they're already scouted out as Clear's just running them down.
I wish Clear had been on the horse and just done a spear spin right there and just sent 3 off the map. The TP did happen though because Clear was pushed so far forward, but it doesn't matter. The Broncos are now just going to flip it and play like they're attacking.
Cleaning them up right now. The DPSs, also known as the healers, apparently, are just wiping them down here as Thrine's going for another reset. Symmetra swap, please?
You're at 30% ult charge. It doesn't matter. You'll keep all of it. Just
exactly.
Swap.
And,
staggering yourselves. Come on, guys. Reset and swap. It ain't worth it no more.
Like, the Zarya can work here. You just need someone beside her to at least complement it, even if it's a May to try to wall off how aggressive they're playing.
There we go.
The Ashe works,
yeah. Gone Ashe. I would have preferred a Sojourn, but that works, and we're getting a very aggressive window from Maxwell. Not surprised, giving them the hello. This is just trapping them in spawn at this point. We've got the grenades coming out from Bastion, a.k.a. Kel going into that spawn, so don't walk out.
Yeah, I'm surprised. The Reinhardt will help them at least try to leave their spawn area, but his shield can only last for so long going up against Cal, who now even has the artillery online.
Just go D.Va Genji. I know Genji got a little
Coalescence outside of spawn as well?
Clear did go down, but we have Aerial Strike coming in as well as Gates from Kiriko. And that's 3 for the Broncos, and that's a reset for Trine.
Hey, at least Trine got a pip. They got a pip.
So they did.
So maybe a little bit backdoor. Or was it from that Symmetra play? I did not know.
It was from the Symmetra play.
All right.
The Broncos flipped the map, which is when you play as the other side. So basically, if you're playing defense, you're now acting as though you're the offensive team. and you surround the point like you're playing offense and force them onto it. And so it did give up a tick, but they won out the fight anyway.
Yep. So Boise State's strat of win the fight first continues as Clear's going to go in from behind with the ultimate, but Boise's already down 2, but they make sure to even that real quick with the rail.
Frost cleaning up.
Just
Get
like,
it, buddy.
Ooh, Clear does end up falling to the Rhine, so it seems like it's
but the Lucio got too aggressive. He's gonna beat for that. Reinhardt's already eviscerated. Oh, that's so
some
sad.
cheeky plays. I mean, they got the second tick, so slow and steady, but to say this has been steady is a, all right. All right.
I don't, you needed to just, you
Now
wasted beat. You could have hung on to it.
I mean, it was...
Also, Kel, really? The Pharah? Clear? The Doomfist? Really?
Battle Mercy? Battle Mercy? You're getting my hopes up? Plato, please?
I mean, Plato is on support. Perhaps if you, I will give you the opportunity literally to let me just take the mic and you walk up there and ask Plato.
I mean, now's the chance.
If you would like to ask him to be Battle Mercy for you.
He's on stage, and I'm definitely not staring you down right now or anything for a Battle Mercy, so... Pretty please?
We'll have to wait and see if he gives us that, because I think everyone's really enjoying the Kiriko. We hear Earth Shatter go off, but the Broncos have picked up 3, and Clear goes to the spawn door just to absorb and force them back in to make sure no one can get any more. I mean, if the Broncos had messed up there, they were down ultimates. Had they messed up, they would have lost the point and had to go play for point 2.
But I also think they could have stalled it out much better. And now on the offensive, Mercy can, fly over a building, go for the sneaky flank.
I don't know.
We're not trying to stare you down or anything from
Ryan,
up here on the desk, so...
I think there's a request being made.
I need one match, baby. Just give me one, and I will be glowing the whole time. And it's on attack on Eichenwald.
I mean, it's doable.
You only need 2 ticks. This is the time where we can see it happen.
Man, my hair was so long a few weeks ago. Holy cow.
And my hair's only gotten longer. So, fingers crossed. It's time.
Not sure there was enough base.
It's time to hook them from behind the wall and everything. We're so excited to see it. So we got the hog. Where's my girl?
Where's the Mercy? I don't think you're getting it.
Hey. Don't crush my hopes and dreams yet.
I'm going to crush them now.
Oof.
Plato ain't giving it to you. You might be able to get it on map 3, but you seriously have to run over to him and beg him and offer him Little Caesar's pizza. Oh no, the Broncos are gonna do it. They're gonna say this is how you do that strat, by the way. And there it is, the wall, the TP, but they also win because they didn't get it high enough. Y'all are failing right now. I think they actually changed the hitbox, so you can't do that anymore. That is the 3rd time I've seen that. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. This
Doc's
is the
face says it all.
3rd attempt I've seen. I do coach another squad, and so I saw another team try to do it against us, and they failed in the exact same manner. I'm pretty sure they changed the hitbox up there. So you can no longer put the wall in the spot that's necessary. And that was just hilarious.
Now is the time to
and
swap.
Ryan's walled out. Lucio makes it in, but Lucio's going to get beamed to death. Reinhardt's going to get yoinkied off the point. Turned into pulled pork. Tracer's
it's good survivability, but not enough.
All right, that's map 2 in favor of the Broncos. So now we are going into Escort as we just did Hybrid. So we'll have to see what map is picked. Yeah, we can watch this beautiful whiff. Y'all tried to ego him, not knowing it was changed. And
I mean, Doc's face says it all. They tried.
Absolutely beautiful.
You know who would have made it over that wall? A pharmacy.
A Battle Mercy?
Hey, she's got the new jump. It's possible. She can
I hate the new jump with a burning passion. All of the Mercy parkour that I spent time learning, yes, because I'm a Mercy main. I'm a Mercy and Alana main. Do not judge. I do play Lucio, though. All of that time I had spent learning different techniques is gone. You can't use any of it.
It took the skill cap away. Now anyone can do it, whereas in Overwatch 1, it took skill to do it.
Yeah, and they took out the various different types of techniques that could be applied to it. Instead, they gave you 2. You get a long jump, you get a high jump and a long jump. That's it.
We used to be able to have both. You just had to work for it.
Yeah, you used to be able to do a lot with it. And go check out some Mercy Parkour videos if you're curious as to see what you could use to be able to do with it. There is
the nostalgia right now.
There is now, I don't don't even know if you can do a no crouch high jump, which is you would literally just jump or drop off an object, and then right before you hit the ground, you hit your Guardian Angel, and it launched you up in the air.
Yep.
I don't think that mechanic's even there anymore, and that was one of my favorites because no
I also
one
miss
was
the days where you
prepared.
could do this before Valkyrie, when it, you know, Mercy was funner, and you could, you know, 5-man res and get to play the game every time because it was just like, woohoo!
Just Mickey Mouse hop in there.
You're just screaming at your team, go die! Press Q, win.
Yeah, it's like, wait, where's the 6th player? Where's the 6th player? Where's the Mercy? Oh, no.
The game was just a scavenger hunt of can you find Mercy, win team fight. But then you would just respawn in time and come back and fly in for the win anyway.
Well, I did get a flash as to what the next map is going to be, and I'm not surprised. I mean, Trine did their research. They picked maps we don't typically see here for the Broncos, which is Eichenwald, but respect where respect is due, you know.
On the Roadhog, no less, showed them that even if it may be a roughest map.
Eichenwald is not really a map that they're uncomfortable with, but they picked Dorado, which is actually a map that not just the Broncos, but most schools struggle with. So picking that and knowing that you're going to have to attack first because the Broncos get side pick is a little interesting.
It's still so weird to see it in daytime, though.
The only map that I like the time change on is Busan. Busan at night,
Agreed.
I love it.
100%
Dorado with daytime just looks like a burnt Cheeto.
It looks like the morning after you had a giant party, and it just looks like, where's the street sweeper? Like, that's just kind of where it's at. It's like, ugh.
It's a little gross. It's oversaturated, a little too burnt.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a Reaper or a Winston here.
You know, I am too.
They were kind of the staples of Overwatch 1 Dorado. You'd see either a Diva or Winston to get to the rooftops and command and hold those spaces. The Reaper as well, maybe even an Ana to step in here, but we're not seeing any of them. Instead, we're going for the Junker Queen Zenyatta?
And a Kiriko, which is heavily relies on this defensive team, which I'm pretty positive is Trine University.
I do like seeing the Ashe, though. The Ashe I'm happy with here.
This is going to heavily rely on coordination, getting damage, poke damage in, because this is a spam comp, but you don't have a spam tank, which is scary. That is the scary part. Not having a spam tank, but you have spam damage. Actually, it's the Broncos that I'm talking about right now, so guys, you better be quick and be decisive about this.
Also going up, the pharmacy. It may not even be Boise, but I'm happy to see my girl. She's getting some playtime in the sun. Boise Dad, don't let me down, please.
I think you might be let down. I don't think we're going to see a Battle Mercy come out. It takes a Mercy with a lot of ego to be willing to do that.
I mean, she's already up to 25%. So we get that Valkyrie online.
And then he can Battle Mercy. That
He's already down.
I'll give you that.
He was the second one down in the team fight. Dang it. Maxwell's just too good.
Moment of silence for Brenner's hopes and dreams here on the desk.
Hey, you're staying on the Mercy. It's the longest we've seen a Mercy in Overwatch 2 ever.
Cal.
Oh, no.
Callan McGurkin.
He's already at 45% as well.
This man's going to dash through this poor soul up here, get a couple of chip damage, get out, barely
Lives
survive.
with 13. All right. Respect it. But
okay, why is our Mercy pocketing the Hanzo? That should have been your Moira doing the healing, and instead your Hanzo still dies and your Pharah cannot go forward and take any
heal.
space.
We all know Moiras do not heal in this game. You're lucky if you get healing from her ult.
But my face is very sad because I also play like this. Vulcan is going to go over to their...
up to 90%, baby.
Trine.
So ready for that Valkyrie.
I don't know. They don't have a Pharah no more. We just have the Mercy with Symmetra. I don't know what the plan is here.
You have no other option than to go for the Battle Mercy here. And your Moira is just getting sniped down. So what? Oh, what was that teleport? Hello?
That's what. Okay, it's way easier to whiff on the teleport positioning now in Overwatch 2 than it was in Overwatch 1. You know that whole, like, everyone's tweeting, like, things feel slidey? It really applies to the teleporter. This is a viable strat. That
just body block them in the spawn door.
You Transcendence right in front of the spawn door. I mean, it prevents people from going forward. It gives your team time to push
got the
forward
Valkyrie.
as well.
Let's see her come flying out of there.
Yeah, Valk out the top door. Just Valk out the top door. Come on.
There's no Kel there. It's time.
Come on. Stop letting Clear do this. Go to the top door.
You can win that 1v1.
No, silently just crouch out, drop down onto someone's head, and Valk right there. And just bunny blaster them down. Give them
They'll
the
just
business.
be so stunned by the Valkyrie Angel Wings that you'll just get a free elimination.
Exactly.
It works every time. 10% of the time it works every time. Every time. I have proof of quick play
appreciate you
matches.
so much.
There it is!
There's the Mercy, but they're using it to
Use your
res.
gun!
Come on, pull the gun out!
Poison, please!
Come on! Your bullets!
Yeah! Let's go!
Oh.
We had like 2 seconds of glory of she fired a bullet,
I think
and that was it.
one or two whiffed both and then decided
Can
to
we
leave
change your
hell.
name to Toxic Dad instead of Poison Dad for what you're doing to me in this match? Please?
Maybe.
Just, it'll be accurate. Boise State.
Oh, Mercy. Why would you do that?
So this is all mind games. Trine brings out the Battle Mercy for 2 seconds, so then when Boise State does it, they'll show them how it's done and just commit it to it all game.
You're hoping that Plato pulls out the Battle Mercy really at this point when he's been hard-locking Kiriko?
Yes.
Your
Maybe
hopes
Clear
and
does
dreams-
it because he's playing the Zenyatta, so he wants to play the better DPS character of the Battle Mercy.
Your hopes and dreams are so strong right now that I'm genuinely jealous. Like, you're that person that's like, I can eat this entire pizza, and like, it's from the get-go that you're saying that and it comes to fruition. Whereas I'm like, I don't
If it's
know.
Domino's, I can do it.
All right. All right. Oh, let's see it. Frost and Kel. Your Mercy ain't looking too good right now. Just gonna say that.
Hey, she fired some bullets. It's better than we've seen literally anyone else do on Mercy, so.
True.
Yo, get me in this match. I will 1v5 this so quick.
That Mercy just tried to go to payload.
She tried. The effort. The mentality was there. But then, you know, Plato just casually headshot him the Kiriko, so.
So maybe Plato headshots on the Mercy next?
It's not like everyone's looking at you right now. It's fine. So, Trine moved a couple inches on the payload, and moral victory had the Mercy at least show up. So Poison Dad, if none else happens, thanks.
Well, there is an old strategy that can be used here because you can see the payload is just in front of red building. That if you want, you have to play it perfectly, and this means perfectly rotating abilities, communicating, and, you know, checking things off the list of what things go in what order. And that is stack it up into the red room and going brawl.
Which is much weaker now that Mei is no longer Mei.
You just get a BAP. You get a BAP, you get a Reaper, you get a Mei. You don't need the freeze, you just need to wall and maul.
And it'll slow him down enough, but
You're not getting your wish, by the way.
Plato, you coward.
Oh my gosh!
It broke my heart. I had hopes and dreams. Even Poison didn't bring it back for defense, which
I mean,
actually
that's...
it could work here just because of how long the walk back is. So, but they did bring the Mei, and they have the Reaper.
I think they're doing the close hold. I really do think they are, but they have a Doomfist, which is what's concerning me, and they need to play this like perfectly, and Mei's gonna be in hot water very quickly. Oh, clears on the Mercy!
He did it, baby!
You might get your wish to come true here. There
Show
you
Plato
go, there
how
you
it's
go!
done.
You got your wish granted.
End of Breakfast Club right now. Just, we did it! We did it, baby! If you cut away from this, I will personally come into production. Do not cut away from my Battle Mercy. This is the glory days, and we have a break, no less.
See?
Go for
you
it!
just suffered the wrath of the new Mercy tech. You tried to super jump, and it was unsuccessful. I'm telling you, it sucks.
Clear player of the game.
Yep. I second
Every
this. Clearest
play
player
is
of the game.
nothing but that Battle Mercy, and he already swapped off of it,
Hey, you know what? He got close enough to a kill.
but he didn't get the kill. So,
I'm taking it. You requested a Battle Mercy, and it was a definitive attempt at being a Battle Mercy. But then they tried to do the super jump. It was horrible, and they swapped off.
can you tell that this desk is full of Mercy mains?
I am no longer a fan of Mercy. I used to love Mercy, but now I'm hard locking the on
Having
Lucio.
met Lucille Pohl, I can not say that ever because she was wonderful. And so, Boise State with a clear victory. I got my Battle Mercy for a whole 10 seconds. She didn't get an elimination and failed at the super jump, but you know what? That was my highlight of Overwatch 2.
Valid
Thank you,
enough.
good night.
And we've got Maxwell coming in, getting a three-piece, I believe, possibly. Yeah, I think this was a pseudo three-piece.
Hey, Mercy made it into play of the game.
You know, when
Let's go.
that's me, I'm normally like, look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Mercy made it. There she is. She might have died, but she was there.
All right, so the Broncos do win that one out. We don't get to see push, and I personally love seeing push, but that doesn't.
It's no assault. It's no Paris.
I don't know if I like push more than assault.
I have too much nostalgia of assault from how many hours I put into it, so.
I had a 90-minute assault game, just for reference here, people. It was torture at times. But, I mean,
At times?
At times. Other times it was just a roll. With that being said, I do believe we have one more job.
No, we don't.
Oh,
we know
yeah,
the
you
answer.
already decided
we
the
know
ICC
the answer
player
to this
of the game. It's
If it is-
clear.
Yeah.
It's
Without question.
clear.
It's clear. Because he played the Mercy. And we know the #1 top 5 play is going to be that Battle Mercy.
It has to be. But
has
we've got
to be.
Frost first. I do believe we're probably going to get Kel and then Clear. That is my guess here. Frost, though,
Best for last. We
very
always have to
deserving.
save best for last. Of
Clear.
Okay, he was middle. Dang it.
It's fine. It's okay. At least Clear has made it into the honorable mention so far. And then I think the last one's going to be Kel, most likely. Or it's Maxall, because
It could
Maxall
even be
actually
played with
popped
how
off.
many plays he got on the Kadriko.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you get that many plays, you don't need to also, get the ego
Be on the
increase
billboard.
more. Yep, it's Play-Doh.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
All right, so we've got Frost, Clear, and Play-Doh.
I
and
mean,
if
there's only one
if
choice.
You're Brenner, it's going to Clear, because Clear
There are
did
no
the
other
one
choices.
Thing. The one thing this man asked for all evening was finally given to him from Clear.
I staked my entire career on this Battle Mercy.
Exactly. So I'm going to side with Brenner on this one. We might be absolutely positively wrong, but we're going to say it's Clear because Clear had the audacity to pull out the Battle Mercy.
It was an audacity. I mean,
It was just confidence, truly.
it was the only correct strategy. I mean, no one can prove me wrong here. As evidence of Clear being player of the game, as we're highlighting it. Let's go, baby!
All right. Clear is your ICCU player of the game. The player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's We're
too hyped. We're too hyped. The Battle Mercy made the night.
Achieve financial success. Clear is your Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game. I'm honestly shook, but I've yet to see the Mercy play.
I know. Production, hello? Where is it? Saving it best for last?
No, I don't even. They're like, you get Clear to be player of the game, but you don't get the Battle Mercy. That's not the make or break moment. It's the whiff on
Can't
this
have the cake and eat
beat.
it too. We can just have the cake.
Yeah.
So we get a look at it. It's very nice.
You got your Mercy you got your Battle Mercy not once but twice, okay? One from each team. One was
Wizard Dad was not the Battle Mercy. He was just a mercy.
It was an attempt. There was an attempt made.
was
And then you get Clear as your player of the game. So you got 2 out of 3. You cannot also get the Mercy Battle Mercy as one of the plays highlighted there.
Maybe one day. Maybe I'll be on that stage and make it happen.
Maybe.
I
Until
will.
that day comes, we ain't going to have any Battle Mercy plays of the game for at least a little bit longer. But with that being said, I do believe that is all we have here as far as our ECAC Overwatch goes. Do you have any closing thoughts before we end this stream?
More Battle Mercy to come. More Clear plays of the game. And more Boise State being terrifying.
More
And
Battle
hopefully
Mercy.
Blizzard World. We're still fingers crossed for Blizzard World. Fingers crossed, baby.
I don't know how many times we can say Battle Mercy in one broadcast. But with that being said,
Keep a tally.
we're going to close things out with our top 5 plays of the game presented to you today by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering $20,000 in bonuses and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. From all of us here at Boise State, make sure you stay happy, stay healthy, keep your hygiene in check, and we'll see you later.
Baby. If you cut away from this, I will personally come into production. Do not cut away from my Battle Mercy. This is the glory days, and we have a brig, no less.
See,
go for
you
it.
just suffered the wrath of the new Mercy tech. You tried to super jump, and it was unsuccessful. I'm telling you,
We're just going to have to deny this Lucio, who's even going to solo beat to stay alive and just stall for as long as he can for his team. But it's going to be up to Slosh to try to get there in time.
And we did also have Frost drop that aerial strike down. Coalescence pulls both being used.
Plato's going to find 2. Vulcan's going to find 1.
But they're already scouted out as
they're being
Clear's just running them
forced.
down.
I wish Clear had been on the horse and just done a spear spin right there and just sent 3 off the map. The TP did happen, though, because Clear was pushed so far forward. But it doesn't matter. The Broncos are now just going to flip it and play like they're attacking.
cleaning them up right now. The DPS is also known as Poison Dad. Don't limit down, please.
I think you might be let down. I don't think we're going to see a Battle Mercy come out. It takes a Mercy with a lot of ego to be willing to do that.
She's already up to 25%. So we get that Valkyrie online.
And then he can Battle Mercy.
He's already down.
I'll give you that.
He was the second one down in the team fight.
And you surround the point like you're playing offense and force them onto it. And so it did give up a tick, but they won out the fight anyway.
Yep. So Poison State strat of win the fight first continues as Clear's going to go in from behind with the ultimate, but Boise's already down too. But they make sure to even that real quick with the rail.